Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. We're so grateful you have joined us today.
Today we're going to be talking about the differences of cost of living between New York City and Houston.
So stick around to the end and we hope you enjoy it. So first, let's talk about housing. In Houston, a one-bedroom apartment goes for about $1,100 a month in rent.
In New York City, the same size of apartment goes for $3,000 a month.
That's a huge difference.
Now on to transportation. While Houstonians enjoy lower gas prices and more affordable car ownership,
in New York, you definitely have way more options for transportation, like subways, taxis, you name it.
you can get a lot of steps in walking around to it.
That's true. Now let's talk about everyday expenses. In Houston, you definitely get a way more budget-friendly grocery option. In New York City, it's definitely a bit more pricey.
If you don't know already, we love HEB, which is based in Texas. So we go there all the time. So we know about our groceries here.
That's for sure.
But in New York City also has amazing culinary options. Like Houston, because Houston's known as a culinary capital of the South for sure. But New York is a little bit more expensive on that front. And also, who can resist New York pizza?
That's for sure. And definitely both places offer so many options for food. So either option you choose is always going to be amazing.
So let's talk about healthcare now. I think Houston really takes the cake on this one. We have the largest medical center in the world, Texas Medical Center, located in the medical center area of Houston. World-class doctors, research, all types of medical research, cancer research, cardiovascular research. Some of the major big players in the healthcare industry, Memorial Hermann, Methodist, the St. Luke's, they're all based in Houston.
You also can consider the fact that both cities, they offer amazing education. You can't really complain about either city. They both have amazing schools, amazing colleges. So these are things that you can look into if that's something that's important for you when moving to either city. You also can think that in New York City, they offer you Broadway shows. I mean, who can resist going to a Broadway show? And on the other hand, you have Houston museums. You have some amazing museums here that you would definitely enjoy.
Yep. And actually, even on the theater side of it, Houston has the biggest amount of theaters after New York City. So Houston's a little behind on that, but not by much.
So in this list, you can see the major differences in cost of living between Houston and New York. So overall, Houston's expenses are lower than New York. With the exception of maybe transportation, since you mostly have to drive everywhere, it does get a bit more expensive in that side. And the income overall is a bit lower than in New York City.
Absolutely. Yeah, especially when it comes to things like income tax, average rent, and median house prices. New York City is definitely a lot more expensive. So that's something to keep in mind if you're deciding where to move.
So definitely both cities have a lot to offer. I think at the end of the day is what's more important to you. What are you looking for? If you're looking for a place that offers big housing and a lot of space, but the downside is you have to drive everywhere, or maybe you're looking for, or maybe space isn't really the most important thing for you. And you can always have, like New York, that it offers you a lot of transportation options.
Yeah, I think both of us think that everywhere has its goods and bads.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on what applies to you, or what makes sense for you and your family.
Exactly.